Good morning. I'm Sean, and this is your morning huddle. Hope you're having a great morning. You know, like many of you, I'm delivering children to the new school year, and so there's new things and new roads and new routines and all of that that's going on. So I'm sure you're in the same boat. You know, I had something that happened the other day, speaking of that, with freshman orientation. I took my daughter to freshman orientation. I know. It's killing me too. So we're in freshman orientation, and the guidance counselor, I think, was talking about requirements and so forth, and HCT and all of these things that you need to start thinking about as a freshman. And by the way, you know, many of you are shooting to be the valedictorian and so forth. And so here are some things that you need to do. And when he said valedictorian, I kind of gave my daughter the elbow, right? And she leaned over and said, "Oh, that won't ever be me. That'll be such and such. That'll be so-and-so. I'll never be the valedictorian." And I started thinking about that. I pulled her aside later and I said, "Sweetheart, you're a freshman. You got 4 years. You can be whatever it is that you want to be, but if you've already determined as a freshman that you're not going to be the valedictorian, then I can promise you one thing: you will not be." And you know, I mean, it's a funny story, but it's true. And you and I as business owners have to be focused on the limitations that we put in our own minds. Limitations that we don't even think our way through, right? At the end of the day, the success of our business is determined by whether or not we allow the limitations that are going on in our head to determine our decision making. And you know that, and you've heard it, and philosophically you got it, right? But what do we do about it? You know, I think here's what we do about it. Make it a focus that every single day you're challenging the things that pop into your mind. Ask yourself, is that really true? Is that really true? Or is it possible that I can be or do whatever it is that I desire to be and do? And then take that mindset and put it out into your team and create that culture where the culture on your team is all about challenging those kind of things. It's all about bringing those things to the forefront. That's what I would challenge you to do. Create your culture around challenging those beliefs. Decide on the front end that our own comfort zone, our own limitations individually in our minds are not going to be the way that we make decisions moving forward. As a matter of fact, I'd go to the next step. In addition to making the culture all about challenging those things, if I'm you guys, I would decide, like our offices do, what are the 3 or 4 things that we're trying to serve? You're trying to serve your patients, you're trying to serve your team, you're trying to serve your profit, and you're trying to serve your vision. And there may be something else that you're trying to serve, but at the end of the day, I would submit those are the 4 things that you're trying to serve. Use those criteria in every single decision that you make, and don't allow the limitations in your head to have any bearing whatsoever on the decisions that you make. And that's what's going to allow you and I that focus on the culture that's about challenging that and around the decision-making criteria. That's what's going to allow us to be the very best we can be. It's just a focus thing. And that's what I want for you, is to be the very best that you can be. From the road after the high school drop-off, I'm Sean, and this is your morning meeting. Have a good morning.